Hey, ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when people would come and look in my truck and just be amazed. It was the beginning of the laptop in the truck, and I had this big old card that I would stick in the side of my laptop to get the internet, and couldn't get it all the time. It was about 18 years ago. There was a time. Now everybody's got them. And the ELD over there. The ELD, my load board, my 2013 Microsoft and Streets and Trips. I happen to love it. That's got Ram McNally on it if I want to use that, trucking. And then I have my monitors and recorders, and then I have what are dash cams. There's two of them up there, one behind it. There used to be another one over here, but it quit working. And so I unloaded at this place first thing this morning, and I've been on this load board all day. Loads are going like hotcakes at about $1.50 a mile, ladies and gentlemen. And they stopped. They stopped, ladies and gentlemen, around 3:30. 2:30 it got really slow, and 3:30 it's basically over with. Brokers had raked in so much money that they went home early for Sunday or for Monday. Yeah, I mean, selling loads they get from the shipper for $3.80 a mile and sell them to us truck drivers for $1.50 a mile. So yeah, they've made big fat bank, and so they went on home. Today I got off the load board, had to fix those lights right there. It was actually the ground back here that was causing them not to work, and so all I had to do was turn the nut, and I got my grease, my high dollar grease gun out of the toolbox there and greased up the whole truck. I broke that and parked on it the other day because I don't like to park with my truck on level, and so I laid it down and parked to make my truck level. That's why I got that tire up on the curb there to keep my truck level. I don't like it unlevel. This tire here, I found it the other day nearly flat. It had about 20 pounds in it, and it scrubbed the edge of it off a little bit. And since I aired it up, I've been watching it. It's losing 20 pounds a day. So I need to get that fixed. All the brakes look good. When I unloaded that telehandler down there in Huntsville, Alabama, when I backed up to the dock, it hit a bolt and broke my license plate thing there. So I put a zip tie on it, put some tape on it until I can get around to finding me another one. Of course, I don't make any money out of here right now, so the truck needs to make $2 a mile, and when you're hauling freight for $2 a mile, you pay 18% to your carrier for your insurance and stuff. Well, I pay 18% to the carrier plus insurance, so yeah, I pay for everything. They don't pay for nothing. But anyway, so after all the payouts, the truck is not even coming close to $2 a mile. I did the math for you guys the other day, I was making, what, 75 cents a mile or something like that? I don't even think it's made that in the last month, so probably making 50 cents a mile, if that. It's really something. But you know what happened was that last run that I went out on, I was doing good. I didn't have no deadhead or anything, and I made 257 going out there, and then 220 on the way back, and I didn't have no deadhead because it was a reload in the same place. And then when I got to Iowa, Boonville, Iowa, it started snowing, and anyway, after that, I couldn't get a load, so I had to. I mean, I could get a load, but 3 of them canceled on me. So after that, I just deadheaded down to St. Louis and got a load and took that to Florida. And then on my way back up from Florida, another snowstorm hit Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi and such. And Huntsville shut them down, and that's where I was delivering at. So anyway, so I made more money sitting there. They paid me $750 for sitting there for 48 hours. So, and the whole load paid $600. And anyway, so the guy, I was kind of perturbed about it anyway, because when I went to pick up the load, he said it was a parcel, and it took up 45 foot of my deck space. And you know, that's no parcel. So when I got over to Huntsville and they were shut down and nobody was coming in, and I ended up having to deal with the management over there at that brokerage company, I made it known that that guy lied to me about it being a parcel, and that I was supposed to pick up a parcel, and it took up 45 foot of my deck space. And then they wanted me to unload it, and so after 48 hours. And so anyhow, I didn't unload it. They happened to have a driver there. But they still paid me $750 for 48 hours of sitting. And again, that's more than I made on the whole load. So, I mean, I probably made $100 off the load or something like that. I don't know. And you figure my deadhead from down there to Hialeah all the way up to, I can't remember what it was, somewhere in Alabama, and then took it to Huntsville. So all I was doing was getting a load to pay for the fuel that I burned. And so, yeah, so I guess that was a blessing to get that $750, or I wouldn't have made anything at all. So, hey, you know, that's cool. So anyway, nothing on the load board today, and Mondays are always the worst. I've heard people say, oh, Tuesday. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. People, they get loaded on the end of the week. They get to their destination on Monday and they get empty, and they're looking for loads. And now you might have some leftovers on Tuesday, but most of the people, they're looking for the loads on Monday. And well, you know, freight brokers, they look at it like the lotto, and oh boy, all these trucks need loads, and hey, we'll sell it for 50 cents a mile and we'll have 500 takers. And they will too. So anywho, and so sometimes I can come down to this Texas. I don't really like to come to Texas. I could come down here and sit for 2-3 days before I find something worth hauling. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Yeah, they're talking about 700,000 convoy. Yeah, right. I bet you couldn't get 7 truck drivers to convoy going down to the border. Truck drivers have never stuck together for nothing. Nothing. Ever. I remember back when I was a kid how truck drivers are going to do this, truck drivers are going to do that. Truck drivers ain't going to do diddly squat. You know what they're going to do? They're going to throw their crap bags out and their urine bottles and ruin the parking spot for everybody. And then they're going to back up over something, tear something up. And then they're going to go to Walmart and tear something up over there and throw all their garbage in the carts over there. So that's all truck drivers are going to do. They're just going to ruin it for all the other truck drivers. So, you know, truck drivers don't stick together. Yeah, so, yeah, 700,000 going convoy down to the Texas border down there in Mexico. Sure. You know, it'd be nice to see us truck drivers stick together. But you know what? We don't stick together. If we stuck together, there'd be no stopping what we could get. You know, we would be top of the line, making money like we're supposed to. Instead, you got all these big companies with their lobbyists up there in Washington, D.C., paying off politicians to get regulation after regulation put on the small guy. And they don't do anything about the freight brokers because they're happy that the freight brokers are ripping off the little guy, because their whole goal is to put us out of business. And they're doing a pretty good job. Last I heard, I think we're 1,500 out, lost their authorities so far this year. So, anywho, is what it is. I've been told that I'm a chronic complainer. Oh, my phone said I couldn't connect to something. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So I unloaded here. I went into that gate right there, and that gate right there, you can see the styrofoam, and it went around and came out at the other end down there. And that was early this morning. Then I pulled down here, and this is where I've been all day. I don't know if I'm going to leave out of here or not. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to hang out here. I got my hours back, so I did my 10-hour break. I've been here all day, so I made tool out of here, but I don't know where to tool to. So if I go somewhere, then I might find a load in San Antonio. Well, then I gotta go back, so might as well just stay put, right? I can start receiving my mail here. Who knows? Anyway, so you guys have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean to complain. I'm just telling you how it is out here in the industry, and hopefully it gets better. Probably won't with the crooks that we got up there right now, so you know what to do. Have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Hope you get a load. Hope you're making big money. Hope you're having a great life. God bless. And oh, hey, by the way, Tim Gentry, I saw they had their baby. Yeah, congratulations, Tim Gentry and family. God bless, and later.